To each and every one of you. And I'm happy to be here, with you today, sharing this minute, sharing this seconds, sharing this hour with each and every one of you. And because I'm happy to be here to share this minute, to share this hour with each and every one of you, I want us to look into the phenomenon of life. For as a human, one of the things that we pride ourselves a lot about is our knowledge of philosophy, our knowledge of God, our knowledge of the infinite intelligence. We pride ourselves so much about this that at the end of the day, we end up knowing nothing. And in this process also, we have a phobia, a fear, a constant fear. This fear is backed up by not wanting to go to hell, not wanting to go down into perdition. I hope that is the right English. Not wanting to go to hell. Nobody wants to go to hell. We don't want to suffer. We want to go to heaven. And because we are so desirous of wanting to go to heaven, we carry philosophy, we carry religion, we carry the tenets of the instructions of teachers and gurus. We carry this so much upon our head and our shoulder that this then becomes the obstacles that impedes our true awareness. And if you look into the different religious organizations, philosophies and teachings and all of that, all religious organizations speaks about a particular hell that every individual goes to. At the same time, it also gives you rules and principles as to what you must follow. And if you abide by these rules and principles, then definitely you are not going to go to hell. Definitely no evil will come upon you. But what is evil? What is the face of evil? What is the face of hell? What is the face of heaven? And because this has been the concept that has been passed for years, generations and generations, it becomes a landmark that every one of us want to attain. Everyone wants to attain the landmark of a good person that qualifies them to go to heaven. Everyone. And because we want to attain that landmark of I am a good person and I'm qualified to go to heaven because I am a good person. So we focus so much on being a good person that we only end up being a good person, but we never end up being a conscious person. And this is where the Gateless Gate comes in. It is not a metaphor. It is not a poetic nuance. It is the perception of reality. For whether you like it or you don't like it, every one of us passes through a door. We pass through a gate. When you were born from your mother's womb, you were not just manifested from your mother's womb, even though you were extracted, but you came through something. So you came from a gate, but you have to exit into a gateless gate. What do I mean by this? What I mean by this is that over the course of time and over the years, every one of us will want to abide by what is true. And whenever we sense someone saying things against what we already accepted as what is true, then we take up a knife, we take up a stick to fight that person. We want to fight the person, sometimes physically, sometimes using words. We want to fight the person. And in the process of that, we become so lost that we only become the idea, we never become the individual. What does this mean? Let us look at it properly. In the quest for searching for God, in the quest for understanding God, we never take the time to understand this mechanism that is doing all the functioning of looking for God. For when you really look at the mechanism, which is this body, it makes you to actually marvel. For where in this body is the seat of anxiety? Where in this body is the seat of your fears? Where in your body is the seat of your worry? Every worry, every fear, every anxiety that you've ever had, where is it sitting in your body? You cannot really point it. For if I say, tell me where your worry is, the maximum you can do is to point to your head or to point to your heart. But now, who owns the head? Who owns the heart? It becomes a question that philosophically we try to answer. But the more we keep trying to answer philosophically, instead of understanding the philosophy, we start trying to wear the coat or wear the cloth of the philosophy. And that is why today I was speaking with one of my students, Jagadamba. While speaking to him, I said, of what use is it if a man dresses so wonderfully in an attire of religion? Basically, the dressing in the attire of a religion has become his identity, but he has not dressed his heart in that attire. He has not dressed his intelligence, his mind in that attire, but his body is fully dressed in that attire. Of what use is it when you wear clothes that represent your religion, but your mind does not wear the cloth? And hence, the great teacher says, when you hear a sound, is it your ear that goes to the sound, or it is the sound that goes to your ear? Which one is it? It's a question to all of you. Just like right now, you are hearing my sound. You are hearing the voice the sound of my voice? Is it the sound of my voice that is coming to your ear, or it is your ear that is coming to the sound of my voice? Which one is it? Which one? The sound comes to the ear. So the ear does not go to the sound. How is that so? How is it that you are hearing a sound? The sound is the one that is coming to your ear? No, it is your ear that goes to the sound. The sound on its own is just a sound. But your ear is going everywhere. So, similarly, a man that has not understood the movement of everything that is the mechanism of his body start questioning and start wondering, why does he suffer? Why does he suffer? Until we truly start asking ourselves the true question, can we start entering into that gateless gate? It is a gate. And that gate is basically nothing but the formations of everything in your body. In the Vedas, it says that the human being and the soul of the human, actually the soul, is trapped in a city of 9 gates. Your soul, it is said in the Vedas, that the soul is trapped in a city of 9 gates. The breath, the life breath, is trapped in a city of 9 gates. And in this city of 9 gates, the soul travels, the breath travels through all the gates, but it is unable to come out of any of them. So it is just trapped there. And until you start learning how to set the soul free from this gate, only then with true understanding of the infinite starts dawning upon you. And to start this process, you must first of all ask yourself, what are the loads you are carrying? What loads are you carrying? For the more your load are, the more difficult it is to free yourself from these gates. You carry the load of, this is my child. This is my name. This is my father. This is my wife. This is my car. This is my school. This is my family. This is my money. This is my shoe. This is my cloth. You carry all of these loads. But in carrying all of this, it all becomes nothing but that which makes your journey or your escape difficult. And hence the ancient teacher says, until you learn to let go of all of these loads, only then will you truly start seeing the escape out of this gate. And what are the loads? The day you start seeing your children as not yours, they are the property of the infinite. This is not my child. It is the property of the infinite. This is not my father. I am not my father's child. I am not my name. I am not my car. It is not mine. Until you truly start seeing in this way. And not just saying it. It is easy to say things. Thank you very much. It is easy to say things. But understanding that in truth, it is never yours. It has never been yours. Only then are you able to let down these loads. But so long as you keep seeing that this is my child, this is my husband, this is my car, this is my name, this is my property, this is my family. So long as you keep seeing all of this and you keep believing that these are all yours, your life will continue to be miserable. The words of people will continue to affect you and harm you. There is never anything that people will say that will not disturb you. Why? Every word, every sentence that comes out of the mouths of people will disturb you because you are already carrying so many weight and so many loads in your head. And because you are already carrying this so many loads and this so many weight, every word becomes a disturbance. Every sentence becomes an attack. Every word becomes a disturbance and every sentence becomes an attack. And because every word becomes a burden and every sentence an attack, you will always be miserable. Because you are continuously believing that the world is meant for you. And Sukadeva is saying to you, my friends, my brothers, my sisters, what you think you own, you don't own it. So the stress at which you are taking for it is the stress of ignorance. Just like when you defecate, you don't carry the defecation. You don't carry it in your body. It has gone out. But when you keep carrying it, you scoop it with your hand and you keep carrying it everywhere, it will stink. And that stinkiness will disturb you. And that is what we are all doing. And I tell you, my friends, I tell you, my brothers, I tell you, my sister, the essence of philosophy is not that you become the philosophy. It is that you extract the essence out of it. And that essence is to help you understand yourself more better. But if you are practicing a religion, you are following a belief, but you are not extracting the essence of it, you are blind. For many people, like I said today, want to be like the eagle. You want to be like the lion. You want to be like the eagle. But what is the difference between the eagle and the vulture? There is difference. The eagle. Someone said to me in the comment of the video that I posted today, what are you talking about? The eagle only looks for fresh food. The eagle only looks for fresh food, and the vulture only looks for dead food. Whether it is fresh or it is dead, what is the difference? What is the difference? Whether it is a fresh food or it is a dead food, what is the difference? There is no difference. The eagle soars so high towards the sky, but his eyes is always down. It cannot keep his eye up. His eye is always down, looking for that which it has to catch. So many of us, we take the garb of a religion. We take the garb. We take the cloth of a religion. I'm a Muslim. I'm a Christian. I'm a Hindu. We take the garb of this religion. We want to pray to a particular God. But our eyes is always down. It is never up. There was a day, my teacher, my Gurudev, I gave him a letter. It was in the beginning of the days that I used to write my prayers. So I wrote a prayer, and the prayer was titled, I am a pretender. I pretend to be good, but in my heart, I think extremely negative of people. I am a pretender. I pretend to be intelligent, but in my heart, inside, I am the greatest fool. I am a pretender. I pretend to be holy, but inside, I dwell on dead things, and I love to see things that is rotten, that can never benefit me. I am a pretender. I pretend to speak words of wisdom, but when I sit with myself, I cannot give wisdom to myself. I am a pretender. I pretend to love God, but inside I am afraid of failure. I am a pretender. This was the prayer that I wrote to my teacher. This was in 2015, 2016. When my teacher read it, he laughed. And he said to me, your prayers are very beautiful, but your hand is not outstretched. That is the only sentence he said. Your prayers are very beautiful, but your hand is not outstretched. Which means what? If you are praying for God to bless you, if you are begging for something, and your hand is like this, when the blessing is being given, how will you get it? Are you understanding my point? If you are praying for the blessing of God or for the mercy of God, but your hand is like this, how will you get it? So my teacher says, you are praying, but your hand is not open, your hand is closed. Which means if you want to beg, your hand must be, please help me. Isn't it? Do you see? If you want to beg for mercy, your hand must also be open to receive it. But you are begging for mercy, but your hand is closed. So when the mercy is being given, how will you receive it? That word sat down deeply inside of me. For what my teacher was communicating to me is that everybody and many people are in that condition. They are begging for the mercy of God, but their hand is actually closed for the true mercy. And that is why the ancient teacher says, until you learn poverty, you cannot learn how to come closer to the divine. For when the city prospers, the poor man thinks he suffers, and the wealthy man's child, the wealthy man's child does not know the tolerance of hunger. And hence the ancient teacher says it is important, it is very, very important, that when you truly want to seek the divine, when you truly want to come out of this gateless gate, you must don yourself with the robe of poverty. When you truly want to come out of this gateless gate, you must don yourself with what? With the robe of poverty. For only then, when you don yourself with that robe of poverty, will you then understand that what you are actually been looking for has never been outside. It has always been inside. What you have been looking for outside has never been outside. It has always been inside. Just like I asked you a few while ago, the sound you are hearing, when you hear a sound, is it the sound that goes to your ear, or it is your ear that goes to the sound? And that is why you must understand that when we talk about the gateless gate, it is what is called a final destination that people want to arrive at. We all want to arrive at a destination. If you are traveling, you're going to arrive at a destination. That is the belief. But if you really look at it, you don't arrive at any destination. Let me make it clear. Now, many of you are like, is Sukadev trying to confuse me? No, I'm not. But I'm trying to enlighten you. I'm trying to share and pour into the well of your knowledge. That is what I'm trying to do. For no matter how much you travel, you don't arrive at the destination. Wherever it is that you arrived at was a resting point. Do you understand? Wherever it is you arrived at that you think in your mind or your head that is the destination, it is never the destination. It is just a resting point. It's like a bird that is in the process of, migration. And in the process of that migrating, it travels from Africa. Let's say the bird is traveling from Africa to Europe. And once in a while, it perches in a particular continent or in a particular country and stays there for some time. Sometimes it even have children. Sometimes it even have children. It has families in that place. But then after some time, it starts its journey again and start going. So the final destination that we are all looking for is even not a destination. It's a resting point. But when you take that destination as the ultimate, then you will never see beyond and outside of that destination. And that is what the ancient teachers are basically saying. Now, that is what they have been teaching. If you take a flight from here to America, America is not the destination. You think America is the destination. It is just a resting point in your karma. A resting point. So someone might argue and say, what do you mean? If I'm going to my office is my destination. So if I take a car from here to my office and I reach my office, haven't I reached my destination? No, you have not. Unfortunately, you haven't. Your office is just a resting point. Because back again, you continue then again, what happened? You continue the journey again back to your house. And your house itself is also not the destination. It is just a resting point. For then again, you start the journey again back to your office. So you never arrived. And that is why the ancient teacher says, do not take a religion as a destination. It is not the destination. Every religion that you see, every philosophy that exists are not the destination. They are resting points, point of rest, just like the migration of the bird. Even when the bird finally gets to Europe, it has still not reached its final destination. Then the question then comes, what then is that final destination that we are all looking for. What then is that last destination? Even death is considered as not the final destination. So your journey to hell is a resting point. I hope you're understanding what I'm explaining to you. I'm not confused, but I'm trying to really, let you see. For your journey to hell, is even not a destination. The real destination is the understanding of the self. A man is said to have reached the destination when he finally understands the self. And in the understanding of the self, the asking of questions ends. The day you finally reach that destination, which is the understanding of the self, that day, the need for asking questions, actually, all the questions ends. So long as every destination that you arrive at begins the process of another inquiry and questioning, you have not reached the destination. So the gateless gate is the process of this, of basically breaking yourself, breaking your ego and looking at your ego, breaking your mind and looking at your mind, breaking your perception of life and looking at the perception of life. That is the gateless gate. For until you break down the ego, until you break down the perception of the mind, which is of the I, until you break all of this down, you have not arrived anywhere. You are still on the journey. So if you are still on the journey. You are always on the journey. And that is why the ancient teacher says, higher than reading books is to read your mind. The words of the ancient teachers. Hi. Hello, guys. Higher than reading books is to read your mind. Not reading your mind as, my mind is telling me that this person does not love me. My mind is telling me this. My mind is telling me that. It's also to question the mind. Why is it telling you this? Why is it telling you that? For what is the essence of reading the book? But you cannot read your own thoughts. What is the essence of reading the books, but you cannot read your own thoughts? What is the essence? There was a beautiful saint some years ago. His name is Saint Kabir. What a wonderful fellow he was. And there is one teacher that I love a lot, Milarepa. He says, beautiful cities are where you love to live right now. Beautiful cities, tasty foods are what you love to eat right now. But do not forget, the beautiful city becomes an old city. Beautiful cities are where you love to live right now. Shining cities. But do not forget, oh man, do not forget. This beautiful city also becomes an old city. Beautiful houses and castles are where you delight to associate and to live and, stay right now. But do not forget that beautiful castle that you love. In just a matter of years, it becomes an old castle. For another castle, bigger and beautiful, more better than that one is going to be erected. Oh, nice clothes and perfumes you love to don your body right now. But do not forget, oh man, do not forget. It's just a matter of time. That which is even far better than that is gonna come. Your body is very healthy right now, and you are proud of the healthiness of your body. Your body is very healthy right now. Oh man, your body is very healthy. And you're so proud of the healthiness of your body. But do not forget, it's just a matter of time. You are going to lose the health. You're going to lose the healthiness. Beautiful men and beautiful women are that which your eyes delight to see right now. Beautiful women and handsome men are that which your eyes delight to see right now. But do not forget, oh man, do not forget. You are going to lose everything. Tasty foods and tasty treats are what you love to swallow. But do not forget, oh man, it comes out of you as that which is so smelly, you don't even want to stay closer to it. This is the words of Milarepa. And basically describing the irony of life. Tasty foods are what you love to eat right now. Beautiful delicacies are what you love to eat right now. But do not forget, oh man, oh man, oh woman, do not forget. They come out of you as stool that you don't even want to stay closer to. So of what use is it, oh man, if you fill your stomach with tasty foods, delicious foods, and it comes out of you as a stool? Of what use is it? Oh man, do not forget that anything you touch, you corrupt. For the food was beautiful and nice, but the moment it starts associating with your stomach, it becomes terrible and ugly. Are you understanding? Oh man, the food you ate, before you touched it, it was beautiful and nice. But the moment it starts associating with you because of the corruption in your mind and the corruption of your body, it becomes nothing but a dirty smelling waste. Oh man, oh man. Oh man, oh man. So to be able to understand this irony, we must look at life as it is. In looking at life as it is, you must start by questioning yourself. Oh yes, you have to. For everything that you think you love, everything that you think makes sense to you, everything that you associate yourself with, are all part of that which condemns you if you don't know what the self is. Now let us bring it to the modern day scenario. When we talk about the self, everybody wants to believe that they are special. Everybody wants to believe that. I'm special. I'm called by God. God is using me. I get a lot of questions from so many people whenever I travel to Africa. Whenever, many people come and say, I have the gift of God. How do I use the gift that has been deposited in me? Of what use is the gift if you cannot understand yourself? Then the gift becomes nothing but a burden. Throw it away. Of what use is the gift if you've not really been able to see your own mortality? It is a burden. Throw it away. Of what use? I have the spirit to be able to see things for people and tell visions to people. Oh yes, I have the gift of that. Of what use is that gift if you cannot see your own death? If when death comes to you, you are plagued by fear, throw it away. Of what use is it? So to be able to pass through that gateless gate is to first of all understand the self. Understand that you don't die. You don't. But when you start confusing your perceptions as your reality, then it becomes the beginning of your suffering. How are you doing? Oh, I'm stressed. What is stressing you? The children are stressing me. Can the children ever stress you? For do they even know you? So long as you carry the children, let me ask you a question. Your child, where is your child? Is your child outside of you or inside of you? It's a question to everybody. Where is your child? How many of you have children here? Show me your hand. I have a child. I have children. So where is your child? Inside of you or outside of you? It's a question now to all of you. Where is your child? Is the child inside or outside? Do not misunderstand the point. The question is, is your child inside of you or it is outside of you? Are you seeing your child inside of you or you are seeing your child outside of you? That is the question. Are you seeing your child inside of you or outside of you? If you say outside, give me your reason for saying outside. If you say inside, give me your reason for saying inside. Is your child outside of you or inside of you? Why is everybody quiet? It's a question to you guys. Why are you guys quiet? Is your child outside of you or inside of you? If you say inside, give me a reason. If you say outside, give me a reason. Is your baby outside of you or inside of you? Kind Shadow says, physically she's outside, but I carry her spiritual presence with me because I take it along with me. Then you are carrying so many burden. Then you are carrying so many heavy weight, both inside and outside. What should I do to outside? She is my focus and inspiration. Then you are carrying unnecessary burden. They are independent entities. The reality is your child is not inside nor outside. The child is just where it is. Your child is not inside or outside. It is just where it is. But the moment you start saying the child is inside of me or is outside of me, you are trying to identify with what you don't even know. For the child is not inside of you. Neither is the child outside of you. The child is just where it is. I became the parent to her that I needed. No, you didn't become a parent to her. You don't become a parent to anybody. A person that have not learned to understand themselves cannot be a parent to anybody. Until you start understanding and realizing your natural nature, can you truly then become a parent to somebody? Was inside the mother's womb for 9 months. The child was not inside the mother's womb. What do you mean? But the stomach was swollen. What do you mean the child was not inside the mother's womb? The stomach was swollen. So is the child in the mother or the child is outside of the mother? Ah. Let's leave this as a question for you guys. Okay, I'm open to questions now. Thank you very much on Facebook. Yeah.